Hey guys, welcome back and happy Saturday. All right, guys. Well, happy week of fired housewives, I guess. I mean, you never want to see someone lose their job, but we have two confirmed housewives who have given their exit statements from the Real Housewives of Orange County. So we're back to talk about it and some casting rumors. But before we jump in, if you guys haven't already, go ahead, smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell. And with that, let's jump right in.
It's time for all your binge-worthy pop culture news. Welcome to Up and Adam.
All right, guys, so that's right. Yes, we have two confirmed housewives who will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Orange County for season 17. I have to say, when it comes to these statements announcing their exits, I'm not surprised, and we'll break into that. But first, let's talk about who and their statements. We have our first statement from Noella Bergner, and she posted it yesterday saying, "After a wild season of ups and downs, I will not be returning to the Real Housewives of Orange County. Thank you to all of the fans for all of the love and support during quite possibly the hardest year of my life. I am looking forward to brighter skies ahead and can't wait to share what's next." All right. So I'm not shocked that Noella Bergner has been let go for multiple reasons. One, when she came on Watch What Happens Live, she kept on just boasting about the fact that she was a total fan of the show before she actually came onto the show. And it's almost like a Bachelor contestant saying, "I'm a super fan" before I got brought on. And you're like, okay, wait a minute. That kind of takes away from the excitement of you being a housewife, because we like the housewives that don't really care or need the show. Now, Noella Bergner not only came off as a super fan, but we're hearing from behind the scenes, Heather Dubrow mentioned this a little bit, Noella was trying to orchestrate storylines as if she was not only a housewife, but also a producer. She would sit down with the women, and when they would start filming, she would say, "No, ladies, you guys need to talk about this. We need to do it this way. This is how things should be done. Trust me, I know what the fans want. I was a fan for a long time." That doesn't translate well because we can see right through it. And even Heather Dubrow mentioned that some of the other women thought it was just very awkward and uncomfortable when Noella would try to orchestrate the filming scenes. Noella also accused Heather Dubrow of trying to get her drunk off, like just wasted when she came to her house, when she was saying that Heather was filming like an infomercial, and then got brought into her, what she called narcissistic den of her little podcast room. And she said that Heather Dubrow knew that she drove to her house and that she was trying to get her drunk and have her drink so she could get a DUI or crash her car. She was trying to run with this storyline, and producers obviously cut it out. And Heather came out and she was extremely offended, saying, "Why would I try to put this woman in harm's way who has children? Why would I want her to get a DUI, potentially hurt herself or hurt someone else? That is the most disgusting rumor that you could start." I feel like Heather Dubrow, just like Teresa Giudice on the Real Housewives of New Jersey, Heather Dubrow, it's almost like Bravo put a lot of their eggs in one basket, and they were really hoping that she would bring back that opulent lifestyle. And I think that they're willing to do or give Heather Dubrow whatever she wants in order to keep her around, to keep that sort of Orange County like glam glitz, because Heather Dubrow does have that. But I just hate how, and I agree with a lot of the fans, that it just became one big infomercial. Now, for Noella Bergner, I don't think that this is an exit statement like, "They didn't pay me what I felt like I was deserved," and blah, blah, blah. I think that she loved the fame, but I think she took the Bronwyn Wyndham Burke route, which I'm not surprised, only because Bronwyn and her were best friends until they weren't. And Bronwyn came on the show and she had way too much going on. She was battling with alcoholism. She was putting her hands on her husband. She was talking about her sexuality and how she was never in love with Sean, but she loved Sean, but she came out as a lesbian. I mean, there was a lot happening, to the extent that Bravo ended up coming out and saying, and Andy Cohen said that they got together and they were like, "This is too much. We don't think that this is healthy. This is a healthy platform for Bronwyn. We need to kind of let her go." For Noella, it seems like that was sort of the case too. Everything was a little over dramatic. Watching her, I just felt like I was watching a fan of the show. So some people, I'm reading social media, some people are like, "I feel like everyone deserves a second shot. She deserves a second season." That's not the case for Noella. So even if you feel that way, it's not happening. Now, for Dr. Jen Armstrong, She's also the next person who confirmed that she was fired from the show. And she said, I loved opening up about being a working mom on the Real Housewives of Orange County. I'm so grateful to have had the privilege to talk about my father, my kids, and a real modern relationship on national television. My family and I, my work are the most important aspects of my life. So I'm stepping away from Real Housewives of Orange County and focusing on them. Thank you to everyone who has reached out in support, especially from the working moms. Women can really have it all if you work for it. I believe in you, and I'll still be here to chat about it with you. I love inspiring people to be their best. I am forever grateful for the friends I made and the lovely people at Bravo and Evolution Media. Here's to the next chapter, and I hope you follow along for the journey. There are so many exciting things to come, so stay tuned. The only other thing that I know about this is when the Vanderpump Rules cast members were fired, when there was just like a whole layover after season 8, we saw where a lot of them put out statements and they looked so similar. I believe that Bravo has full control over the statements that they put out, and that's probably somewhere in their contracts when you're let go, only because they don't want you to go out in like a blaze of glory being like, screw this network, we don't need them anyways, this is what I went through, yada, yada. But for Dr. Jen Armstrong, I'm not shocked that she was fired. Honestly, I didn't think that she was that interesting on the show. She seems like she's a great businesswoman. She, seems like she loves her kids. Her relationship, obviously, we've talked about it. They're getting a divorce. They're not getting a divorce, her and Ryan. I never understood why he changed his name from Ryan to Ryan. There was just a lot of weird stuff going on, but not weird enough to be interesting enough to watch. So Dr. Jen Armstrong and Noella Bergner are out. Now, the biggest question is, where does that leave us? And if I had to give my casting predictions, I talked to one of the housewives yesterday. I'm going to go with Heather Dubrow, full-time, Shannon Bedore, full-time, Tamra Judge, full-time, Alexis Bellino, full-time, and then either Gina or Emily, I feel like will be demoted to a friend role. The other one will come on full-time, and then I think they'll add one other woman. Because if you think about it, how many is that? Heather, Shannon, Tamra, Alexis, Gina, Emily, and then one other woman. That's 8 women. That would be great. That would be a great cast. I thought I wanted Vicky Gunvalson to come back to the show, but after watching her on Ultimate Girls Trip, I would much rather see Tamra Judge on her own. I don't really like when we have 2 people who stick together, like Heather Gay and Whitney Rose, or Robin Dixon and Giselle Bryant. Sometimes I like for these people to detach from one another to see if we can have any growth in any of the other relationships or how they handle the conflict when they're on their own. But I don't want to just give you this information and not ask your opinion. So guys, go ahead and comment below. What are your thoughts about Real Housewives of Orange County, Bravo, Evolution Media, Andy Cohen firing Dr. Jen Armstrong and Noella Bergner? Are you happy about this casting decision, or do you feel like they both deserved a second shot? Or do you think that they were just a one and done kind of housewife? I want your full unfiltered opinions. And before you go, don't forget that Monday we are doing our members only live at 7 p.m. Eastern, which is 4 p.m. Pacific, called Let's Whine About It, where we're going to talk about more personal stuff in a little bit of a different setting. So I'm super excited to do that with you guys. I think it'll be a lot of fun. And if you haven't seen it, you can go on my community tab, check it out. That way you can smash that like button, set your notifications, and we'll see you then. I love you guys so much. Have a safe weekend, and we'll see you so very soon. Bye, guys.